everyone, so today we are doing the Mailbox Peak loop. This hike is about an hour from Tacoma. It's going to be a steep one. It's going to be about a 4,000 foot elevation gain in about 2.2 miles, so should be a really good workout. I've heard that the trail is pretty primitive, so not like a super marked, well paved path, but should be fun. So our plan is to go up the old trail, which is the more primitive one, pretty steep incline, and then down the new trail, which has more switchbacks. It's a little bit easier on the knees and stuff. So we're climbing pretty steadily at a pretty good incline. It starts out a little bit flat at the beginning, but then you really get going. Pools are definitely a must for this hike. We're about 30 minutes in and I'm already sweating so much. I'm glad I brought a couple Gatorades in addition to my water to help with some electrolytes. So video doesn't do it justice, but these are the inclines that we're going up. Pretty steep, but we're moving at a good pace so far. So we've gone about 1,000 vertical feet at this point. As you can see, I'm dripping down sweat. I think we're both feeling pretty good though so far. It's a lot of fun. There's definitely some spots where there's a bit of loose gravel, so it's definitely helpful to have poles, but overall we're doing pretty well so far. It's definitely a bit cloudy today, but it kind of gives it a really cool, spooky, mystical vibe as you're coming up. So hopefully the clouds will clear a bit by the time we get to the top though. We now are at the point where the old trail meets the new trail. It got a little bit choose your own adventure for a while we're there. Wasn't really much of a marked path, but there's white markers on the trees that you can follow. Sun's trying to peek out, so hopefully we'll get a view at the top. So we made it to the top. Honestly, the hardest part is the last bit of stretch to the top here. It's really, really uphill and you're in the sun, so it's pretty tough, and we took a few breaks. All in all, it took us about 3 hours to get up here. So we finally finished the hike. I'll be honest, this one was really, really tough. It took a lot out of me. It's very doable if you take breaks and whatnot. All in all, the hike took us about 6.5 hours. We went up the old trail and then down the new trail. One thing to note is that the old trail is actually much shorter than the new trail. So the new trail isn't as steep going down, but it is much, much longer, so it does take a while. But I'm glad we did that though, because I feel like it would have been really tough to go down the old trail. But I think one of my favorite parts was seeing the mountain goats. That was really cool. We had never seen them close up like that, always from a distance, so that was really cool. Overall, this hike was really challenging, and I definitely understand why it's given a rating of hard, but it is very doable if you make sure you bring lots of water, snacks, stuff like that. I definitely sweated a ton during this hike and took in a lot of fluids, so make sure you bring a lot of water. We actually brought Gatorade, which I think was really helpful to replenish our electrolytes. All in all, a really great day, especially with being only an hour from Tacoma. It was a pretty short drive for us, and we had a lot of fun. So I think I'm going to end this vlog here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you for following my adventures.